Okay, so in the previous session we have seen uh, what we have seen in the previous session. We created multiple components and then we created a menu item, and when you click on a particular menu link, that particular component is being loaded in the display area or within the same HTML. It's switching back the components. So today I'm going to demonstrate. So this is a again real-time situation scenario. Um, Earlier we discussed how to install npm in your project, right? So let's see what we have in my computer. If you open command prompt, so remember in Angular we deal lot of things with command prompt only. So we need two components, Node.js and Angular. Node-v will give you the current version of the Node.js. npm-v, it will give you current npm version. Okay, so I can install multiple versions of npm or Angular CLI, and I can create projects in different. So if you use npm install -g Angular CLI, that's going to install the latest CLI, the latest Angular npm tools globally in your computer. But in my system, I can manage different versions of the Angular. So we will see how to do that now. Okay, so I'll create a folder in the Angular, different Angulars, different Angular versions. the problem with the problem with the global installation, so if you install suppose the latest one in your global in your computer, so then again whenever you create a project, every time it will be created with the latest version. So if you want to install, if you want to create Angular in different versions, so this follow this session and you can achieve that. So first open your command prompt and see what are all the versions available. Um, what are all the Angular versions available? So for that the command is npm. Um, so npm list. There are okay, just say npm list and see what it will give. So it's an empty. Okay, go here directly. We want to do it here, right? CMD. So npm list. Okay. So I'm trying to find a command. Okay, npm view we are going to install Angular CLI, right? Angular CLI version. So this will give all the versions npm view. So I think is this the latest version? Okay, add versions. Yeah, so these are all the latest versions. These are all the versions available in current market. So look at 18.2.3. After 18, we have 19 also. Might be 18.2.3 is the long-term support. Where is 18.2.3? So if you see 18.2.3, it doesn't have any like RC or something like that. So I think it's a major version. Then 19 next one. So 19 is the next version. Okay. So how to install npm a specific version and create project in that specific version. So yesterday, like the existing project, whatever we created. So let's open that and see what version we have. Uh, Open a local folder. So Angular first client. Yeah, this is the project we already created. And check package.json file. Where is that package.json file? And Angular version, it is 8.0.0. So now what we will do, so we will try to install 11.2.14 or 9. Anything you can pick. So I'll take 10.2.1. Okay, I'll take 10.2.1. So how to install specific version? If you say npm install -g, so this is going to be careful. This is going to install whatever the version in the global. So it will be affected in your uh, computer level. So, but whatever I am installing without G, that will be to the particular folder only. So what I'll do, I'll create another folder here. So I'll create another folder, say version 10.2.3. We decided 10.2.3, right? Just check it out once. Yeah, 10.2.3. Yes. So come here, open command prompt. So now install npm. So check the command one more time. Be careful when you are installing it. Of course, we can revert back, but again, uh, when you are doing, do it carefully. Okay, npm install, not install npm. npm install. I'm not using G, so I'll say @angular CLI @10.2.3. So this is going to install the npm version 10.2.3 in the folder where you are running, the folder v.10.2.3. So meanwhile, you can check what is happening. So it's installing all the node modules. Okay, so there are 18 vulnerabilities. That's fine. So now I'm going to create a project. I'll say how to create a new project. Ng new my first v dot 10 dot 2 dot 3. Okay, so now this is going to create a folder with my first 10.2.3, and it's going to project name is invalid. Okay, uh, might be it's not taking the dots. Yeah, my first. Yeah, would you like to add Angular routing? This is the general question. Yeah, so now it's creating a project, and let's see that also once it's created. So if you are working with multiple versions of Angular, so this is the best way, so that you can install a folder and then you can create project, because there are a lot of versions. If you see the Angular CLI versions, every 6 months they'll release the major version, and every 2 months, 3 months they will release the minor versions. And if you start with one, so right now it is 19. Okay, so suppose if your project is using 6 or 7 and you install 13 or 19, so there is a lot of variations. So in that case, if you install everything on global, so you might see a discrepancy. I did see when I was working on Angular. So the project was in Angular 7. Then I installed the latest version, and I was unable to run that because of the version differences. So now open this project. So open a local folder, open a local folder, different versions of Angular, come here. So this is the project. So go to your package.json. Did you see the Angular version? It's different. And are we able to run this? Just check. ng serve -o. What happened? The server. Okay, so you need to navigate to this. So ng serve -o. Would you like to share anonymous usage data about this project with Angular team at Google under Google privacy policy? For more details, you can say I will say no, and we'll see what is happening. Yeah, so might be this question it will ask only in the latest versions. Yeah, the compiling started. So yes, yeah. So we'll after this we'll create a project and run in the latest version, 19 or 18. Yeah, we'll take 18 version. So till now we didn't see any exceptions. Yeah, so this is the Angular version 10 project. Okay, so now let's close this and come here. So you can create a number of projects and under this folder, and those will be created by using the version. So now I'll say, so what is the latest CLI? So which one? We will use 18.2.3. Okay, version 18.2.3. So how to install it? Open this. So what is the command? npm install @angular CLI @18.2.3. Yeah, it's going to install the version. Okay. Mhm. So now I'm going to create a project in this folder ng new my first underscore 18 underscore 2.3. I hope this will allow the underscores. If not, we'll say ng new. Okay. What is that unexpected token? Will it allow hyphens? 18. At least will it allow spaces? I don't think so. Spaces will be allowed. Let's see. Okay. Remove spaces also. Why it is throwing exception? Unexpected token. Angular 18. Node modules, Angular default core, SRC. Okay, might be our Node.js is not supporting. So the Node.js we installed is somewhat 14, right? And okay, let's create a folder here and see. My my first version 18.2.3. Yeah, I think that might be an issue. Let's see. ng new. Yeah. Yeah, I think the problem is the Node.js, because there is a dependency between your Node.js and your Angular version. So let's go back and install a different version. Um, so my Node.js version, check Node.js version, node hyphen v, so 14.7.3, right? So Node.js 14.7.3, Node.js 14.7.3 supported Angular versions. So it will till it supports 15. So let's try 14. Uh, so let's try 14 version. So what 14 version we have? 14.2.8. So we'll try 14.2.8. V 14.2.8. So come here, cd cd. So can't I create a version 18? Yes, you can do that, but before that you have to update your node. Okay, so npm install @angular CLI @14.2.8. Hopefully this supports. So let's see. Because every 6 months, if you see the history of the Angular, every 6 months they will release a version. So there will be major releases, minor releases, but every 6 months you will see a version. Okay. So now create. So there are high vulnerabilities. If you see the version in the 8 version, we have a different number of vulnerabilities. In the 10 version, we have some 20 plus vulnerabilities, and now it's 7. If you use the latest one, the vulnerabilities will be very less. So ng new my first hyphen underscore is not working. We hyphen 14.2.8. Let's execute this. I hope the hyphen will work. Yes, the hyphen is working. Yes. Yeah. So you can install the 14 and 15 versions because of the node version. So it will take a while. Yeah, it's taking a bit. Yeah, it's created. So open this project and see what version it's showing. Open a local folder. 14 dot. Okay. So open package.json. See 14.2.0. Maybe the Angular CLI version and Angular project version has little uh, different numbers, but this is 14. You can say it's a 14. And Angular dev kit is 14.2.8, but the Angular version is 14.2.0. So you can build and run ng serve-o. I can say no, or you can say yes. local setting disabled, effective status disabled, generating browser application bundles. So now you can play with different versions of Angular within the same system. So create a separate folder, create a separate CLI, and you can take. So the most uh, like stable versions are number 7. You will find a lot of projects. Number 9. So even number 16. Yeah. So the most stable ones 7, 9, 11. So there are some errors. I don't know what those errors. Yeah, there are some issues. Might be I need to Angular Live development server is listening. Okay, failed to compile. Or else close this. Okay, ng build. So if you install the Node latest version, I think most of the version issues will be fixed. I don't want to use the latest CLI globally in my application because I have other applications which are running in the different versions. Yeah, so I think this one, yeah, is giving some exceptions because of the node. So the node might not be the latest. So always go with the node latest globally, and then Angular CLI you install whatever version you want. Okay. So summary, you can use this command uh, to list all the versions. Then you can use npm. You can use npm view Angular CLI versions. So this will give the list of available versions in the market. So then npm install @angular CLI the version number like 10.2.3. So this specific version you can change 14, 11, 12 like that, and that will install the npm within the folder, and within the folder you can create multiple projects in the same Angular version. Okay, so it failed for which version? Even today also it worked for 10 version. So now what I have done earlier, the the project I created, it was on Angular 8. So now I created a folder and I installed 10.2.3 here, 14.2.80 here, 18.2.3 here. So 10.2.3 was working fine because there is a dependency with the node. So 14.2.3 worked for partially because it might need more modules. 18.2.3, it's not at all, we are unable to create any project. Not migration of the project. I am creating Angular projects in different versions. Yeah. So if you install Angular CLI by using -G, it will install the CLI globally. So whatever version you pick, that will be installed globally. But I don't want to install it globally. I want to install it different because I want to run different Angular version projects simultaneously, side by side. Okay. So this is how you do it. Um, okay, and we'll see in the next session.